So, Alfie, we've tried drop shipping in the past, and you mentioned before it didn't really work because of a fear of failure. So, what do you think that you would need from us so that you can overcome that?
I need that. I need to change, and jump on board to whatever product that you're offering.
Okay, and within that product, what do you think would help you the most and be the most beneficial to you?
I'd say that, that bit of guidance to get me through my journey.
Okay, and just explain to me a little bit more. What does that guidance really look like for you?
Mm. I'd say because like in the past I've struggled with stuff like that, so I'd say like, that a bit of guidance to like get me from, like point A to point B. Like kind
Okay,
of hold my hand in a way,
yeah.
make sure I'm doing everything right.
Okay, so when you say help you to get point A to B and sort of hold your hand through it, would you say that's through a mentor or modules or anything like that? What would you like explain that to be?
Yeah, I'd say like a bit of both, to be fair, like having a mentor there yeah, that'd be definitely helpful. Like say, because in the past, I've struggled with, getting answers off people. So yeah,
Okay, so with having a mentor and having that the modules to help you really direct you through this journey, what would you feel would be the most beneficial thing from getting that guidance and mentorship?
so like, what would that benefit me? How would that benefit me?
Yeah, so with having a mentor, like how would that push you almost?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. I'd say like, they'd keep me like on my toes. They'd keep me like. They'd always be there to answer any questions and any doubts that I have. So like, even if I do get something wrong, they're there to help me answer that, or even help me improve. So yeah, I'd say that's the way that it'd benefit me.
Okay, so with you saying that having them answering the questions that you need and being there to keep you on your toes, would you say that's to keep you accountable for your actions? Is that fair to say?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and if you want someone to be there to hold you accountable, you know, if they're saying that you're slacking and you're not putting in the work that you need to do, would you still see that as beneficial?
Yeah, yeah, because like you say, they'll keeping me there, keeping me accountable. So like if they feel like I am slacking off, then that's just gives me a boost to try even harder and get everything right.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is, you want that mentorship so that someone can, guide your way through this journey and keep you accountable for when you're doing well and also when you're not doing well, and just to be there to sort of answer the questions that you might need. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
Okay. So, with you having that mentorship and guidance, what do you feel like you could achieve with that?
Definitely like leave my job and replace my income, start spending time with the family again.
Yeah, 100%.